Hello students, welcome to the lecture on event marketing, and after this lecture we will be able to learn the following objectives. Discuss the 5 P's of event marketing, explain the concept of marketing, discuss on event sponsorship, describe internet event marketing. Let's start with the concept of event marketing. History is rich with examples of creative geniuses who have dreamed beyond the borders of the conventional in order to develop awareness and increase sales for their events. We can learn much from their unique and sometimes outrageous stunts and attractions. While their venues and ventures were very different, they all shared a commonality of purpose, namely the 3 E's of event marketing: entertainment, excitement, enterprise. Whether we are marketing a complete convention or a stand-alone awards banquet, all 3 of these elements are critical to the continuing success of any event. Entertainment, for example, is available everywhere in society. Years ago, people had to make a special effort to leave their homes to attend the theatre or a sporting event to enjoy entertainment. They are now saturated with convenient home entertainment options on television, CDs and DVDs, computers and videos. Key to marketing success is the need to provide entertainment that will once again compel audience to leave home to experience something they will not find there, because what our offering is different, unique and designed just for them. Excitement may seem intangible, but it is real. It is the key to making an event memorable. Excitement may be generated by entertainment that blows the doors off the place. A great band, the dazzling magician, the fabulous party stage in the atrium lobby of a resort hotel. But entertainment may have nothing to do with the excitement promised by an event marketer. Many marketers miss the opportunity to promise excitements in other critical features of their meetings and other events. Excitement can be part of a tribute to an industry leader, a new corporate logo introduced at a sales conference, or a celebration of an association anniversary. The point is that it should always be considered as part of an effective marketing plan. For example, the greatest excitement for an attendee may be the eye-opening revelations of that special educational program that advances knowledge and career opportunities and changes lives forever. Or it may be the impact of that keynote speaker whose motivational message will become a lasting asset and cherished memory for the listener, the lesson. In whatever market, incorporate excitement as part of the promise and then make sure it is delivered. Let us now discuss the 5 P's of the event marketing. The 5 P's of event marketing are product, price, place, public relation and positioning product. The success event marketing is at first a consummate student of his or her product. The product may be an educational program, a country fair or a full-fledged convention. It may be a reunion for a fraternal organization or corporate product launch. What is the history of the event? Many veteran marketers will attract participation because they can sell the celebratory essence of the event. The 50th annual conference proclaims the success and venerability of an organization as well as a pride that goes with being part of it. But even if there is no history, there is the opportunity to be historical. Conference will have no history but can be portrayed as an opportunity to get in on the ground floor of a happening that participants can infer will be an ongoing event, turning into a tradition and developing long-term loyalty. The greatest part of event marketing is the opportunity to create history by attracting people into a synergetic activity that can define the organization and its goals. What is the value of the product? Marketing an event requires that the message emphasizes the manner in which the participant will benefit. The promise of increasing productivity, maximizing profitability, or simply having a great time can be legitimate benefits that can persuade a person to buy the product or attend the event. Designing an event with that research in hand and effectively describing how that event will fulfill those needs are keys to effective marketing. What makes the product unique? What makes this event different from others? Why should one choose to invest time and money in this event as opposed to the competition that surrounds it? Marketers that can identify the return on investment ROI that can be expected by the participants, the special experience that will be offered, and the added value of attendance are those who will successfully market the event. This will require research into the markets and into the objectives of the client or organization. Only then can the uniqueness of the product be identified and described in all of the marketing media utilized. Price. Primary among the responsibilities of the event marketer is an understanding of the financial goals of the sponsoring organization. Once this is determined, market research will illustrate the competition's pricing pattern. Who is offering a similar product to whom and at what price? Equally important are considerations such as the level of demand for the product and economic indicators such as the relative health of the economy in a particular city or region or to an increasing extent globally. Price may be secondary to perceived value. It is in this area that the event marketer can play a major role. In marketing events, consider these issues of pricing. What is the corporate financial philosophy? Some events are designed to make money, pure and simple. Others are strategically developed to break even financially. Perceived value is indeed a product of pricing, are some that are positioned as loss leaders expected to lose money in an effort to gain greater assets elsewhere, such as membership development or community goodwill. Corporate meetings are typically expensed not as profit centers but rather as cost of doing business in order to build employee loyalty and pride and to learn how better to sell products and services. The event marketer must clearly understand the financial missions and design a strategy to accommodate those goals. What is the cost of doing business? Price must reflect the total cost of goods and services, including the cost of marketing itself. Marketing is often relegated to a secondary role in event production because the cost of printing, postage, advertising, public relation and other basic marketing expenses may not be considered part of the event budget. Instead, it may be treated as part of the organization's general overhead and operating expenses. The marketer will be considered an integral part of event production when the event budget provides for marketing as a primary event function and income expense center. What are the functional demographics of target audience? Analyze the market's ability to pay. This sounds simple, but it is critical to the marketing effort. An event designed for executives who have access to corporate credit cards and can charge their participation as business expenses will likely be priced at a higher level than an event designed for those who must pay from their own personal wallets. Market research will help determine the ability and willingness of attendees to pay ticket prices at various levels and therefore influence the planning of the event itself. Place. In the real estate industry, the old saying about ascertaining the value of a property is location. Location, location. The same is said in the hospitality industry when planners decide where to buy or build new facilities. It is no less true when marketing an event. The location of the event can dictate not just the attendance but the character and personality of the event as well. This is a consideration for the earliest part of the planning stages. For example, for an event being held at a Plus resort, the setting for the event should be a key part of the marketing strategy. The event site may even be the major draw features in brochures and advertising. An awards dinner at a new public facility in your own town should emphasize the opportunity to experience the facility as an exciting highlight of the event itself. On the other hand, an educational seminar at an airport hotel would not necessarily feature the attractiveness of the site, but rather could emphasize the convenience and functionality of the location as a major asset for the attendee. Proximity to the potential attendees and ease of travel, availability of parking for a computer audience, ambience and originality of the site, logistical practicality of staging a particular event, surrounding attractions, infrastructure for ancillary activities, existence of related audiences, organization. Public relation. Public relations are a major part of the marketing mix. Public relation can determine what others perceive and mission. It may be as bold as a team of press agents distributing releases to newspaper or staging press conferences to extol the virtues of event, or it may be as subtle as a trade publication interview with a leader of an organization. When the interview includes references to the event and its benefits, the essence of a public relation campaign is that it never stops. Rather, it is an ongoing effort to establish positive perceptions of the organization and its products. The first step in establishing a public relation campaign is to determine what the current perception is. We need not be public relation professional to practice effective public relation. A media release or simple phone call to the editor of a trade publication can result in invaluable publicity for event. Most industry publication and newspaper welcome these materials, which they use as fillers, but which appear as news articles. That inherent will build the credibility of not only event but also organization. For example, if you approach a publication with the fact that you are holding an industry conference, you will probably be told to buy an ad. But if your message is that major new economic and legislative initiatives will be developed during your general session, the results of which may change the direction of the industry, your chances of getting ink are much greater. We must care what people say, and message to the public must be carefully crafted to reflect the character and strategy of event. The effective event marketer will seize on every opportunity to plant the seeds of credibility and positive response. For example, the American Society of Association Executive stages a community project as an ancillary activity during its convention. Wherever the association convenes, volunteer attendees are enlisted to go into the community, grab paint cans, hammers and nails, rags and brooms, and rehabilitate a playground or a building. Not only is this attractive to local newspaper and television and radio station, pictures and stories of this goodwill effort appearing throughout professional journals, the positive results are priceless. Therefore, the convention itself becomes a platform for expanded credibility, goodwill, publicity, and far-reaching recognition of the association. Tools of the trade in event public relation: media releases, news-oriented publicity releases, promotionally oriented media kits including photographs, biographies, press releases, brochures, organizational fact sheets, schedules, speakers, backgrounds and topics, mission statements, ancillary activities, phone, fax and email information for contacts. Positioning. Event marketing relies on the proper positioning of the product. No event can be effectively sold until a marketing plan is developed. The marketing plan will likely be the predicate that determines a success or failure, and the key to a successful marketing plan is positioning. Positioning is a strategy of determining through intuition, research and evaluation those areas of consumer need that we event can fulfill. What types of events is a competition offering? What level of investment are they requiring of their attendees? Who is attending and who is not? In other words, what niche are we trying to fill? What makes us different, and how can we seize upon our unique qualities to market our events? And what markets will be receptive to our event concept? The event marketing executive who can answer these questions has the greatest opportunity of fulfilling expectation. Here are some key considerations when positioning an event. Location. Do we always meet in a hotel ballroom when a change of pace venue such as a museum or amusement park may attract new interest and attendance? Issues of location must be continuously evaluated because interests of the markets change constantly. Competitive costs. When positioning an event, a prime consideration is the cost of admission. What level of registration fee is the competition charging? What level of success are they experiencing? Positioning strategies must consider the economic level and flexibility of the audience being sought and meet that expectation. Some organizations hold events where admission is free and the costs are covered by exhibitors, sponsors and supporters. Program. What can we offer in the event program that no one else is offering, and consequently market the uniqueness? We may find an opportunity to honor an industry or community leader. There may be an educational segment that can be featured of an open forum.
A new look at the 4 Ps of marketing.
Nothing explains a complicated business algorithm like a cute mnemonic device. Hence the 4 Ps of marketing. This is one of the first things they drill into your head in business school. Actually, in any type of formal marketing instruction. It's everywhere, everyone knows it, and you need to know it too. So here it is, let's go. 4 Ps. Product, place, price, promotion. Got that? Let's say it again. Say it out loud, it helps. Product, price, place, promotion. One more time, with feeling. Product, place, price, promotion. Never forget these 4 words. Each of the 4 Ps represents one of the really important elements of marketing that you need to consider when developing your campaigns. Alone, none of them will do you much good. The 4 Ps need to work together. They're like the 4 wheels of a car or the 4 legs of a table. If you've got trouble with, or heaven forbid are missing one entirely, you'll have trouble getting anywhere. So it's easy, right? Find a good product, slap a good price on it, sell it somewhere people go, and throw together some promotion. Yes? No. Because first you have to figure out how to define these things as good. It's all about fit. Each of the 4 Ps has to be geared towards your specific target market and work with each of the other 4 Ps to do so.
The first P is product. This is what you're selling, be it a pot scrubber, ebook, or car detailing service. But it's not just the item or service itself that's included in the product P. It's also the different varieties of your product, the quality of it, how it's designed, packaged, and branded. Anything that adds value to your product, any reason a customer might want to purchase it is part of the product. Obviously, it's pretty important.
The next P is price. You may be tempted to believe that the price of your product or service is merely the amount you charge customers when they purchase it. Dispel that notion immediately. The price includes the retail price, any discounts or special offers, bonuses, payment plans, and credit terms. In short, anything even remotely related to money. It makes sense when you think about it. A discount lowers the price of an item. A bonus offer also lowers the price. Credit terms and payment plans make it easier for your customers to pay the price. All of these must be considered.
The third P is promotion. This is what most people think of when they think of marketing. Promotion includes advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, and public relations. Sponsoring your nephew's Little League game? That's promotion. Making a sales call? That's promotion. Handing out brochures? That's promotion. Answering client emails? Still promotion.
The final P is place. Place is also known as distribution. How do your clients find your product and get what they've paid for once they've paid for it? Is it delivered to their door? Is it right there in a retail location? Do they download it? Place also includes the logistics of each of these things. If your product is sold in retail stores, how did it get there? How many of them are there? How soon do you need to get more there? Everything that you need to consider about how to get your product to your customer or to a place where your customer can find it is part of place.
Now remember, it's not enough to choose a good product, price, place, and promotion because we have to know how to define good. Let's use an example to illustrate. Let's say that your 7-year-old wants to set up a lemonade stand to make some extra money. What will she have to figure out? She'll need to decide where to place her stand, how to make the lemonade, what she should charge for it, and how to let people know what she's doing. If she came up to you and asked you how to do all of this, you'd have to tell her that it depends. Where she sets up her stand depends on who she wants to sell the lemonade to, grown-ups or kids. Should the stand be in the park or at the end of her driveway? Same with the recipe. How much sugar should she add? More for kids than for grown-ups, probably. If she makes grown-up lemonade, she might be able to charge more for it because adults have more money to spend. On the other hand, if she sets up her stand in the park and sells sweet lemonade to kids, more of them will see it and she won't have to tell people about it.
You have to know who your target market is before you make any of the 4P decisions, or you'll be in the same mess as a 7-year-old, not knowing which course of action is best for any of the Ps. If the 7-year-old knew from the get-go that she wanted to sell lemonade to other kids, she would have been able to decide right away that she should have a sweet lemonade product that she should sell in the park, place, promotion, for 10 cents a cup, price. If she wanted to sell to grown-ups, she would have her stand at the end of her driveway where lots of adults walk to and from work, place. The lemonade would be tart, product. Her mom would probably tell some of her neighbors about it, promotion, and she could charge 25 cents a cup, price. At the end of the day, it comes down to figuring out your target market and what works for them. Your offering will be perfect for some people, and those are the ones you need to reach.
Now moving on to the next topic, we will now study marketing, attracting customers. Marketing is the link between a society's material requirements and its economic patterns of response. Marketing satisfies these needs and wants to exchange processes and building long-term relationships. It is the process of communicating the value of a product or service through positioning to customers. Marketing can be looked at as an organizational function and a set of processes for creating, delivering and communicating value to customers and managing customer relationships in ways that also benefit the organization and its shareholders. Marketing is the science of choosing target markets through market analysis and market segmentation, as well as understanding consumer buying behavior and providing superior customer value. Marketing is the process of communicating the value of a product or service to customer for the purpose of selling the product or service. It is a critical business function for attracting customer. Marketing is the link between a society's material requirements and its economic patterns of response. Marketing satisfies these needs and wants through exchange, processes and building long-term relationship. It is the process of communicating the value of a product or service through positioning to customer. Marketing can be looked at as an organizational function and a set of processes for creating, delivering and communicating value to customers and managing customer relationship in ways that also benefit the organization and its shareholders. Marketing is the science of choosing target markets through market analysis and market segmentation, as well as understanding consumer buying behavior and providing superior customer value. Sponsorships involve the acquisition of rights to affiliate or associate with a product, event, organization for the purpose of deriving related benefits. Professionals describe how firms can succeed at sponsorship. Organizations must have a clear idea of what they want to accomplish. Sponsorships are a lever used by marketers to engage customers. While the sponsorship literature has grown in recent years, scholars have only begun to assess the strategic implications of sponsorships. Thus far, the research offers insight into 4 key issues: relatedness. Consumers better recall a sponsored product when that product is related to the sponsor. Target market. Research has helped identify those consumers who are most apt to respond to sponsorship. Lower income, older consumer indicate that they have more of sponsored product than do other consumers.
A target market is a key customer group which is characterised by age, gender, geography, socio-economic group, or led by the actual product or service that you're providing. For example, a caterer may have 2 different target market groups. The first one could be children, where the caterer is actually targeting children's parties. And the second one can be offices, where they cater for office meetings, for instance. Now, a business can actually have several target markets, and it's really important to analyse the needs of each. Think about the end user as well as the purchaser. For instance, an indoor play centre, for instance, for children. The parents actually are the purchaser of that service, and their needs are safety and hygiene predominantly for the children. Whereas the children's needs are completely different to that of the parents, and their needs are based around obviously the fun and entertainment. Well, first and foremost, it's critical that you assess the individual requirements of each group and ensure that your business satisfies the need. It also allows you to analyse the size of the market and the future potential growth of that market, and prioritise the most important groups and eliminate those which don't necessarily have the growth potential. And it also allows you to identify target markets that your competitors are not necessarily using, so it allows you then to take advantage of a niche or a gap in the market. Well, the first thing you should do is brainstorm who you think your products and services will appeal to. It's then useful to actually conduct questionnaires with that target market group. So ask them, would they buy your product or service, what they're prepared to pay, and so on, just so that you can get the market research that you need to form your marketing strategies to that particular market. You should also read trade magazines and industry websites to assess who your competitors are actually targeting their products or services at. And in terms of the size of the target market itself, you can actually look at statistics that are available on local council websites, for instance, which actually will show you how many people of a particular age or demographic are in that particular area. So if you're providing a service on a local basis, you can actually see the exact size of that particular market. And it also allows you to continually monitor emerging markets and opportunities.
Attitude towards sponsor. Consumers have better recall of a sponsor product when they had a preference for that product prior to the sponsorship. Managers' news of sponsorship. Managers generally have positive opinions about the impact of sponsorship. There is unprecedented growth in sponsorship in recent years. Internet marketing or online marketing refers to advertising and marketing efforts that use the web and email to drive direct sales via e-commerce as well as sales leads from websites or emails. Internet marketing and online advertising efforts are typically used in conjunction with traditional types of advertising like radio, television, newspapers, and magazines. Internet marketing can also be broken down into more specialized areas such as web marketing, email marketing, and social media marketing. Web marketing includes e-commerce, websites, affiliate marketing websites, promotional or informative websites, online advertising on search engines and organic search engines, results via search engine optimization (SEO). Email marketing involves both advertising and promotional marketing efforts via email messages to current and prospective customers. Social media marketing involves both advertising and marketing, including viral marketing efforts via social networking sites like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Dig.
On one bright and sunny morning, Johnny and Joey decide to start a business. They both had their own great ideas, so they went their own separate ways. Johnny decided to start a brick and mortar store to sell his products. He rented out a nice building at a nice location. He hired a couple of salespeople. He printed brochures and flyers and direct mail pieces. He advertised in the local newspapers. And within a few weeks, Johnny started seeing sales and a lot of local customers. Johnny was excited, but he had a very high overhead and a very low profit margin, so he decided to wait to see some growth. Joey, on the other hand, decided to start an online store to sell his products. Joey got a nice-looking website with a nice little name. He hired a content writer. He invested in online marketing and got some help with SEO and email marketing. He advertised on different websites and signed up for pay-per-click advertising. And within a few weeks, Joey started seeing sales and a lot of customers from all over the country. Joey was excited since he had very low overhead and a very high profit margin, and he could not wait to see some growth. A year passes by. Johnny was still in the same building with the same salespeople and the same marketing strategy and the same local customers. His overheads were still very high and his margins were still very low, so he decides to wait another year to see some growth. Joey moved to a new office, hired more people, and kept getting a lot of new and repeat customers from all over the country. His overheads were still very low and his margins were still very high, so he decides to start another online store to sell a different line of products. Another year passes by. And on one bright and sunny morning, Johnny and Joey meet again. Joey tells Johnny about his new marketing strategy, and Johnny realizes his mistakes. Traditional marketing can only get you so far. Think local, but act global. So this time, Johnny went back and fired his rusty salespeople and fired the old school ad agencies that did the brochures, flyers, and newspaper advertising for him. He hired a good web company and outsourced all his online marketing to them. And within a few weeks, Johnny was again a happy man to see increased profits and lower overheads. And needless to say, he was very thankful to Joey for pointing him in the right direction.
Now in the end, let us summarize what we have learned in this lecture. Marketing, a complete convention or a standalone or words banquet, all three of these elements are critical to the continuing success of any event. Product is an educational program, a county fair or a full-fledged convention. Primary among the responsibilities of the event marketing is an understanding of the financial goals of the sponsoring organization. Marketing an event requires that the message emphasizes the manner in which the participant will benefit. Primary among the responsibilities of the event marketer is an understanding of the financial goals of the sponsoring organization. Internet marketing and online advertising efforts are typically used in conjunction with traditional types of advertising like radio, television, newspapers, and magazines.